There were a lot of things that I noticed about living a man versus living 21 years of my life being perceived as a woman. Society ultimately treated me better because people were reading me as a young, white, straight, cis man instead of a woman. My name is Samuel Avery Giardina. I am a trans man, and I'm just here sharing my story with you all. I actually grew up a majority of my life thinking I was a cis straight female. I ended up taking a gender and sexuality course, which I learned a lot from. I started looking at YouTube videos online, and through social media I realized a lot about myself. And that's when I officially came out as transgender in April of 2020. So there were a lot of things that I noticed about living a man versus living 21 years of my life being perceived as a woman. Once I started passing, I immediately was treated differently. Society ultimately treated me better because people were reading me as a young, white, straight, cis man instead of a woman. And the difference is, for me, I recognize that privilege that I have in society now. Prior to coming out, I forced femininity on myself so much that I dressed a lot more feminine. I wore dresses, I did my makeup, I had my hair down. And so I experienced a lot of sexism from men who looked at me like an object. Like at bars, they couldn't even keep their hands to themselves. They would make degrading comments about my body. And for me, it was a lot harder at the time because that was a body I didn't want to be in. Having comments being made about that, it made me feel even more disgusted with like how I was living. And now it's so entirely different being out around men, and it's like they treat me with respect, and I've never gotten that before. It's very, very weird to say the least. And it's sad, honestly, to know that that's still happening to girls. I mean, it's not like that hasn't stopped. I'll have a man like they assume that I can help them with everything. They never used to. They just thought, oh, you're a woman, you can't help me. So I try my best to make other women feel a lot more comfortable around me now that I do present as a man. The feeling of confidence is very, very different. I've never felt confidence like this before, especially comparing it to dressing up in a dress back in the day when I thought I looked beautiful and I was like, yeah, this is how I'm supposed to look. But now if I'm dressed up in a suit, this is how I want to look.